I began playing bass because a couple guys in the trailer park near my neighborhood, they had nice guitars, an orange amp, a PV amp, an Epiphone. One of the guitarists lent me his acoustic guitar. It was just sheer coincidence that the top two strings broke off, and they were convincing me at the same time to play bass because they were already guitarists. They didn't need a third guitarist in their band. James and I are longtime friends, and he had a basic model of a bass that I approached him about collaborating on and modifying it to make it a signature model.
My goal is to make instruments that I'll be happy to play and look at 50 years later.
You know, the cornerstone that makes this my signature model is first and foremost the neck shape, somewhere between a U and a C shape. It's a little bit fatter than a jazz bass and just slightly narrower than a P bass. It's a really comfortable fit. What I really wanted to do was go into kind of a traditional vintage sort of wiring scheme where I chose to use 60s jazz bass style stack knobs. So there's volume for each and passive tone for each pickup. But what that gives you is the opportunity to dial in tone for each one going down the chain. And then that goes into a preamp, and depending on what pickup choices you have. These are Aguilar DCB soap bar pickups with an Aguilar 2-band preamp EQ. Basses with the Nordstrand pickup options come with a Nordstrand 2-band preamp EQ. With both preamps, you have options for boost and cut of the treble frequencies and bass frequencies for a myriad tonal options. In here is the EQ cube and access to the back. The idea of having 18-volt preamps. So both the Nordstrand and the Aguilar powered by two 9-volt batteries. This is the Swamp Ash body, and the one we're looking at here, that's a pine. And I really ended up falling in love with the pine body because there is a resonance. The chambered pine offset with the rigid steel top is really a phenomenal combination. Yeah, this one has the Palfera. It sounds great on the laminated on maple age stained. Call this tobacco, right?
Tobacco red, kind of. It's beautiful because it fits the reddish rust and stuff. And you know, in rust we trust.